Hello, everyone, and Cancer. Welcome to your reading. This is a part of my course correction reading, a series that I'm doing for all the zodiac signs, just so that we know what it is that we have to understand in order to do the right things. Because in life, um, sometimes we need that correction. And if we don't correct ourselves, it is the universe that corrects us. But before that eventually happens, if we get the right guidance from the situation we are going through, in order to correct ourselves in the right way, that completely, is a game changer, basically. Okay, correction of ourselves. So, this is why I've decided that everybody needs to know because when we do the usual tarot readings, we get the energies either good or bad. We are either happy or sad about the whole situation. But when it comes to this portion of course correction, it is a lesson. It is a lesson of understanding and implementation that we often forget to do in our lives because we lack guidance, right? We lack guidance, we lack the proper education for implementation of the right path in our life. So, this is why I'm doing this reading, guys, so that it might help a few people as they move forward in their life as well. Okay, now we'll start with your overall energy here before we get to the reading part of the story. The first, we what I see, guys, is people around you. Okay, let me start off with that. Okay, I see something in the collective part of the story in your life that requires some kind of course correction with people in general. Cancer is what I'm getting here, guys. Okay. Now, having said this, the first card out is people and kindred partnership in the reverse, which is telling me that there has been some kind of partnership that you probably have not got, or somebody could have played dirty with you, in terms of that partnership. It could be for business, it could be for love, even in your family, right? Between siblings, between brother and sister, mother and father, anything, right? Where there had been a lot of love, happiness, right? A lot of joy, fun, everything that somehow kind of has toppled over in your case in here, Cancer. So, something that you probably wanted in your life with regards to the situation of kindred partnership, but the situation hasn't really worked to your best interest. That's what I'm getting, right? It hasn't really worked in your best interest. So somebody could have left you, or you could have left somebody in this situation here. But definitely there is a detached part of the story with this kindred partnership in the reverse, right? Coming to the next one is also people, which is talking about friends and colleagues. So I have a, I get this feeling, Cancer, for you, is that you could be feeling very sad about the situation here, right? You could be going through some emotional loss or crisis in your life. You're probably missing out on somebody in your life, right? And you are kind of feeling very sad about the whole situation. But what they're saying, guys, is yes, it could be a part of your life and story here, Cancer. But at the same time, this is a situation that could be corrected here with other people around you, right? With other people who are there as a part of your collective. They are asking you to go out, to socialize, to meet new people, to build a new tribe, in order to overcome this loss and grief that you might be going through in yourself here, Cancer. So the course correction process is moving towards a new crowd, moving towards a new friends, a new colleague, anything, right? Towards a new part of the community, doing some work for people, doing charitable work where you meet a lot of people, right? Or joining a club, something, that brings in a lot of social fun, having fun, right? Interacting with each other, exchanging ideas about your life or other people, coming together, planning something, planning a party, planning something when all this uh, bad situation with the pandemic is over, right? It can be anything for anyone, but they're saying, you don't have to sit in that place, guys. You can move out of that situation because there are people around you with whom you can have that sort of exchange that will kind of make you feel better in your life, Cancer. Okay? Now, bottom is saying travel. Okay, travel. So they're asking you to move, right? Travel could be physical travel, mental travel, emotional travel, any kind of travel that takes you outside a closed vicinity of hurt, pain, and grief that you could have been possibly going through in your life. So, if you want, you can make that happen. You can move from one place to the other, not necessarily relocation. If you want to, you can even think about some kind of relocation in your life, with your job, with your home, anything, but where you will perhaps build a new community of people in your life who will add that extra flavor of fun and joy in your life. Okay, so something with regards to the situation is going on with your course correction part of the story. So they are telling you, Cancer, that you don't have to feel low, you don't have to feel victimized, you don't have to feel sorry about what didn't work. But you can always move ahead, you can move forward, and you can find new people who will bring back the joy in your life here. Okay? All right, guys. Now we move on to the next part of the reading. Hang on with me. Which is talking about 5 questions in here, right? 5 individual questions I will call out from my spirit, and then we will delve into those answers that the spirit is trying to give it to us here. Okay. So the first question is, as I explained with the overall energy, is what is the reason of the situation? What is the reason for your situation here with this collective part of the story? What is the reason for this situation here, my spirit, for Cancer? With friends and colleagues and Kidnut partnership, what is the reason? Okay. All right. We'll come to this, guys, as we move. The next question will be the spiritual lesson to be learned and the experiences you are getting out of it, right? The spiritual lesson learned and the experience of that spiritual lesson that you are getting out of this situation here. All right. The third question is the sacrifice. Okay. What is the sacrifice now that you may have to make, Cancer, for the whole story here? What is the sacrifice that you now have to make towards a situation here? Okay. And the next question is your strength and other things, right, in your favor. What is the strength in your favor? What is the strength that you're getting out of this situation that is acting in your favor here for Cancer, please? What is the strength that Cancer is getting out of this situation that is acting in favor for them here? What is the strength for this reading? Okay. And the next question, guys, for this reading, the last part of the story, is your outcome. Okay. Now, this is a timeless reading. I forgot to probably tell you, or I may have told you, but this is a timeless reading, so the outcome would be according to your own timeline here, right? Whatever your own timeline here. What is the outcome for this reading for Cancer here? Okay. The bottom of the deck, guys, is the Hierophant, which is clearly talking about it's the Hierophant or the High Priest energy here, right? So the Hierophant or the High Priest energy is an energy where you are learning about your own belief system. That's one, right? You are learning about your commitment with people. What kind of commitment is this that you need to now have in your life? Where is that portion that you need to push yourself towards the commitment that you're looking for? You know, which is a part of your understanding, Cancer, is people who gel with you in your belief system, right? The way you see things, or people who are very spiritually guided or spiritual minded people, right? With whom you can gel, right? People who have morals and ethics in their right place. So basically, it is a story about you committing with somebody in your life here towards people, towards collective, towards your friends with whom you know that you can build a rapport in your life, because they are not only spiritual minded people, but they are also people with whom you, if this is your energy, guys, with whom you can share your ethics and morals, your wisdom, right? Or um, you can also teach people about their life in general, because you may have gone through a lot of pain and grief in yourself as well, right? So some of you guys could even go for voluntary teachings with people, right? Making them understand something that they haven't understood in their life, right? Before, being very wise about that whole situation. But this is a very, very spiritual energy that I'm getting out of this reading here for you, Cancer. So you are coming to the point of your understanding that whatever is the story has a spiritual connotation to your understanding now as well. You're learning to understand things more spiritually, if I may say so. You're learning to understand things from a very spiritual part of the story as well, right? Where you're coming to your understanding that whatever did not happen here, there is a bigger spiritual lesson that you have learned from the story here as well, right? That you can now further apply in your life towards those who need your guidance and understanding in this situation as well. For some, I'm even getting that. Okay. Now, with regards to this situation, guys, what is the reason? What is the reason for this situation? And we get three cards here. The first is the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, right? In the reverse. So, where it is telling me that there has been some kind of a laziness in your life to work without a reward, right? So, wherever you have been sitting, you probably have not moved from that situation because you have been a little bit slacking off on mixing around with people, maybe, or coming out of a bad situation, right? But you had been obsessive about that situation you have lost. When you have been working and working towards that kindred partnership in the reverse to bring that situation back, but that has yielded no result in your life, is also what I'm getting. Okay, so this is the reason that you were not ready to expand yourself, maybe, and you were feeling lazy to go out and talk with people or mix around with the crowd. And you were like being obsessive about what you have lost out in your life, Cancer, with this kindred partnership in the reverse in here. Okay, so which is where you could have been feeling a little bit victimized as well. For some, I'm even getting that, right? You could have been feeling a little bit in jeopardy of that situation because you could have been trying very hard, guys, to bring back that situation with somebody in your life, but you haven't been able to do that. But you had been obsessive about that situation that you will work towards, sorry, excuse me, towards bringing back and correcting that situation. But today you're coming to the point of realizing, guys, that you have been putting a lot of effort towards a situation without being rewarded about that situation, which has gone upside down here, right? So that is where you want to come out of. That is the laziness, the obsessiveness to work without reward in your life. You want to move out of that situation and you want to take rapid action and quick decisions towards your own self now. You want to, because you have coming, or you are, the reason is that you are learning to understand the situation, guys, right? You are learning to understand that you have been putting in a lot of effort in a situation that could have also failed to bring you back your happiness. But yet you have been going on and on and on with that same story of this kindred partnership, not expanding towards other situations, not moving towards other situations where there could be a group of people who could bring more fun into your life that you probably, you know, you were not paying attention to. You were not paying attention because your mind was very obsessive about what you have lost. And now universe is saying that is your reason for feeling this kind of an energy that you now need to move. You have to take that quick decision towards yourself. You have to understand, guys, that not everything is lost. There are a lot of things that you can actually build back in your life if you want to, right? If you want to, which is your spiritual insight that you haven't had towards the Ace of Cups. This love, because somewhere you're feeling drained with your emotions as well. You feel that your emotions have dried up because of this loss of the situation, guys, right? So you're kind of feeling that stress in your heart is empty. You're not liking that part of the story because you are Cancer. By default, you guys are emotional people. You value your emotions in your life, but there had been an emotional block, creativity block. There is an emptiness and emotional loss that you now have to take a quick decision on this story here. That is why you're feeling that way, right? That is why you're feeling that way, that you haven't taken action to fill back your life in the right way. You have blocked something because you were sitting in a very obsessive place about some situation that did not bring you back your result. And yet you were pulling yourself towards that direction, thinking that if not today, tomorrow I will be able to bring things back in the right way. But you could not. And now that's where they're saying the reason you have to understand now Cancer is the block, the creativity block. You have to take action on yourself now, on your creative block where you're feeling very empty within deep inside of you because you feel that, you know, you're drained of emotions because you have already applied too much of emotion to that story where you haven't got your result. So now you need to be more creative with more people around you, people who can make you laugh, people who can bring back that happiness, people who can bring back that joy in your life in here, Cancer. Okay, please talk to me about the Knight of Pentacle in the reverse, the Eight of Wand, and the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So this is where the story is for your reason. You have to take action on the situation for yourself, Cancer. You have to be more emotionally balanced towards your own creativity now. Because the more you interact with people, the better you are now, right? September. Yeah, so this situation will bear fruition by September, is also what I'm getting here, guys, okay? So, but you have to start working from now onwards towards this story here, towards this story, because you have to move. You have to move, right? Please talk to me about September here. What is this about September? September. Please talk to me about September. So it's basically kind of the end of summer period. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Okay. Okay. All right, hold on. Please talk to me about the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Mountain. Yeah, okay. All right. So this situation, for some, I'm getting with the Knight of Pentacle in the reverse, could have been happening in your life from last September here, or the September before that. Then whatever happened in here, took away every part of your emotion from your life, where you have been working without rewards to give birth to anything, because end of September is when the trees, they lose their leaves, right? Because we are kind of getting into the fall area, the fall season, where everything is very, very dry and brittle. That's starting to happen. So you could have been feeling this dry and empty brittleness in you from last September, guys. Okay, yeah, where things situation had been like you were losing out on your hope, you were losing out on your emotions, and slowly you were letting this go. Okay, all right. It also could be, guys, that you are slowly letting this situation of kindred partnership go out of your life from last September. For some, I'm even getting that. Okay, so this is probably what has been happening to you, that from last September you have started to slowly detach yourself from this situation that did not bear you any result here. Okay, towards someone will try to make you do something against your will. So as you're moving, and taking a decision over this creative block you have, in your life. It could be possible that someone will try to enforce some kind of restriction back in your life to not allow you to move forward, Cancer. Okay, so you have to be very cognizant about the situation, because like I said that you have been detaching yourself from that situation of the Knight of Pentacle in the reverse, where you had been lazy and over obsessive over this situation, where you are slowly have started to detach and cut out that situation from your life as you're trying to move forward. But again, this is the warning that as you take your decision, somebody will come over and stop you from moving against your will. They will try to stop it. They will again try to stop you building back your creativity or building back your love in yourself once again, because this is the creative block here, right? Where there is a major challenge to overcome. So somebody could be possibly stopping you from moving towards some good creativity that you want to manifest in your life. Okay? That you want to manifest in your life, because that is the reason, guys, that they are telling you that as you move or as you take a decision, you have to be very, very cognizant about the situation in your life. Because of this, there is a mountain here, there is a block again, there is a block again. So somebody could very well be stopping you, or some situation will work against you and make you do something else that you don't want to do, right? And yet they will force you to do that, whatever that situation is. They will try to hammer you down towards this challenge here, that you it's up to you. You have a challenge here, guys. You definitely have a challenge here, Cancer, where somebody will come forward and try to hammer you down with your understanding here, that you cannot move, you cannot start anything new, you cannot do anything, right? Some kind of that kind of a situation where it'll be a little bit difficult for you to overcome that challenge. I'm telling it to you right away. Because they will try to control you from moving forward or taking a decision that could be very well be against your will as well. As well. Okay. So the spiritual lesson, right? The spiritual lesson and experience you are gathering in yourself, guys, of this situation here, when you now know that this has to go or else you won't be able to move forward, is the Four of Swords, right? Where they are telling you, take a lot of rest to understand this whole game plan. To understand this whole situation, you need a lot of rest in yourself to contemplate your next action in your life. That is your experience. Because, okay, so you also could have experienced the situation that as you have tried to move, somebody had been blocking you. It also is an experience that you have gathered that you could not move, because every time you probably tried to move towards your emotional part of the story in that creative, unlocking that creative block, you have been taken in a different direction against your will. So, what is that experience you have gathered? Is that experience you now need to absorb in yourself with the Four of Swords? You need a lot of rest and rejuvenation in your life, Cancer, to understand the spiritual lesson of why you're experiencing this block in your life as well. What is that lesson that you are learning from this situation here as you are resting and in contemplation of this energy here? Okay, let's look at the Four of Swords. What do you have to say about the Four of Swords here, please? In need of help, assistance, and guidance. Yeah. So you are probably thinking of taking the help now to move, right? You're probably thinking of looking for help, and this could be the mentor you could be possibly going to, or taking some religious and spiritual guidance from somebody in your life as well. But you definitely need help, and you're thinking about that assistance and guidance. That is because you are going through this energy of your spiritual experience and learning lessons in your life that you have gathered in yourself, and you need help to overcome that part of the story now, right? You need help to understand yourself better, to understand what you have been doing wrong, Cancer, where you have been going wrong in your life, right? What is that help that you now need to overcome that part of the story in order to move forward? So you're definitely asking for universal help. Some of you could be praying for help and assistance and guidance from the universe to get the right answers, or even in the physical world, some of you could be even looking for a mentor who can possibly help you and guide you towards your own spiritual and divine self, right? Now, what is the sacrifice here that you now need to make? Is the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, guys. Okay, this is clearly talking about a sacrifice that you need to make in the tangible world here, where some of you could have been spending a lot of money, could have been doing some reckless living for yourself or spending. Some of you guys could have been spending beyond what you were earning in your life, right? Showing your false success to somebody in your life. Something about your money part that you need to sacrifice in order to bring back a lot more stability in your life, because the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, guys, is clearly talking about spending beyond what you have in your life. Or for some people, you could be feeling very lonely, feeling that despite having everything in your life, guys, your life is still missing out on something. That also is a part of the story, that creative part. You know, a lot of you guys have a good career, you have stable finances, you have good friendships and relationship with family, but love is possibly not there. Love is something that you're possibly not getting in your life. So that is the sacrifice. You need to leave that situation, guys. This could be that feeling that you are not getting that love, could be a very unconscious part of your story. You know, you want it, but at the same time, you know that you have to give up your independence. Or maybe some of you are now scared of sharing your life with somebody as well. Yeah, okay. What you're worried about is the fact, Cancer, is that people might come to you because of what you have, not because of whether they really love you or not, right? You're worried about people coming back into your life to grab your finances, to grab your stability, but not because they really love you, but because they want that from you. So you could be feeling that energy. So you could be a little bit guarded, guys. So what they're saying, the sacrifice, what they're telling you to do, is if you're overspending, living a reckless life, please stop doing that. That's one. Bring back that stability. Understand what money you have and what is the budget that you now need to live yourself in. That's point one. Point two is with regards to love, right? When you could be feeling insecure, like I said, that you're thinking that, oh, somebody does not love me, but they're coming to me because they want my goodies, right? Because I have everything with me. So you could have been guarding people off from your life, Cancer, because you're scared that they will come back and take everything from you, right? That's why you're probably not mixing around with people as such or going around with people as such. You're guarding yourself, or you have been pushing other people away from your life, right? Because, like I said, guys, that this is a very unconscious energy I'm talking about, right? In your life, very unconscious energy that you may be worried about giving up your independence or afraid of sharing your life with somebody who will not love you for who you are but what you have. So with the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, the sacrifice they are asking you to make is to open up. Open up and address what you are fearing, so that going forward you can experience love without fear. And also take time to review your finances. If you own a business, guys, make sure that people around you are trustworthy. Take time to check your legal document, but at the same time, open yourself to success, to love, to happiness in your life. That is a sacrifice of the unconscious energy that you will have to make in yourself, Cancer. Please talk to me about the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, it's a very, very shadow unconscious energy, guys, of yourself I'm getting out here. But whatever that shadow side unconscious energy, period of frustrations, lessons to be learned, funnel. Yeah, you are learning your lesson. There could be some period of frustration in your life you're going through. I'm not saying that is not happening, but at the same time, you have to learn to deal with that unconscious energy in your life, Cancer. It's a period of frustration. It's definitely as because you're trying to move towards a creative block. But again, like I said, you're getting blocked because of your own shadow energy that is not permitting you the right direction towards your understanding. That's where they're saying that the spiritual lesson of learning and experience, this is the time for you to take rest, to understand yourself better, Cancer, and to seek help if you have to seek help in your life now. Because there could be somebody around you, near you, with you, in the collective part of the story who could very well be acting like your mentor as well. For some, I'm even getting that. So it's up to you, because in order for you, because what I'm getting, guys, is that your shadow energy is giving you trouble, Cancer. It's giving you trouble because you're not getting the whole 9 yards, of your understanding. You're getting blocked with your shadow energy here, guys. So you need to take time off in order to review your situation better and come to a conclusion in the right way in your life here. In the right way, and for which you may possibly need help as a part of your course correction. Okay, what is the strength you have? The strength you have is your learning lesson from this Page of Wands in the reverse, right? That's your strength. When you are feeling a lack of direction, you have to bring that direction back in your life. When you could have been procrastinating on this journey here, right? Or it could be that you have been creating a lot of conflict in yourself. That is your strength, because you're understanding from that strength of what you now need to do. Okay, because your strength is coming out from your negative characteristics here, Cancer, from the negative character traits, right? This is a lot of negative character traits you have been going through. When your mind has been filled with ideas and ideas, but yet you have not been able to move, or you have been unable to progress beyond the beginning of the planning stages in your life, right? When you could have started a hobby, or you could have started a project that you would have loved to take it to a greater level, but you ended up nowhere, right? So, as painful as it is a good way of telling you now, Cancer, that is your strength, that you should venture into other meaningful projects and avoid wasting time in something that is no longer serving you. Or there could be somebody in your life that you have learned your lesson from who may not be suited for you towards any kind of love commitment, because that person has taught you and given you back your strength in order to for you to understand where you have gone wrong as well. Because whoever this person is in your life who's bringing back that strength, Cancer, has been a person who did not know what they want from their own life. So there is no way they can give you back anything, right? And has been very unreliable. Unreliable, right? Because they themselves have been unreliable towards their own life. So that is your strength. You're learning from that situation as well, Cancer, that if they have no ambition in their life to move forward or what they want from their own life, how can they possibly bring you any happiness? Right? So, what they're telling you in your strength, that you should stop looking for, wandering around for love, Cancer, and now you will have to need to put in more effort to bring some life back into yourself or into any partnership that you are with somebody here. Okay, that is your strength. That is your strength. You're coming out of a situation, guys. You have learned a lot of lesson, or you're still learning a lot of lesson, right? You know what you have to do because somewhere you have been lacking direction, or anybody in your life who has been associated with you has been lacking their own direction in their life too. So that is your strength. You will understand that what it is that you need to flip now in order to get your part of the story in the right order here, Cancer. Please talk to me about the Page of Wand in the reverse here. That is your strength because you're getting a slow hang of it, or you will be getting a slow hang of it, of what is that you need correction in your life, because you definitely don't want to follow somebody in their life who by themselves have no ambition, who is a wanderer, right? And who has no aim or ambition towards a situation in their life that you want to fulfill, but they are probably not like you. Not like you. You have learned some strength that you're getting out of this Page of Wand energy in the reverse, where you're understanding, or you will understand as you get your assistance from somebody in particular to tell you what it is that has gone wrong. But your strength is box. You will receive a gift. Yeah. You will receive a gift because that is your strength. You have understood something that either you have done wrong in your life, Cancer, or somebody has done things wrong in your life that now needs corrected, and you will receive a gift because spiritual guidance and protection from harm. You are being protected from any kind of harm and disturbance, from any kind of negative traits that people can bring into your life. Universe will not let that happen because you have learned from your experience, and that is your strength, that you know you can do things right here, that you don't have to follow this energy. You know what you want, you know what is the gift you are looking for, and you will be able to bring back, once you get back your course correction in the right way towards your strength part of the story, right? When you will understand actually how much of strength you have accumulated from this kind of an experience in your life in here. Okay, so you have to course correct your shadow energy as well, Cancer. You definitely have to course correct a lot of things in your life as you move towards your strength, where you will understand, guys, where you will understand that a lot of things that you haven't received, but you are protected. Your gift is being protected by the angel who will protect you from any kind of harm and will not allow you to move towards anybody or any situation that may cause you any harm. So you will receive that spiritual strength. You will receive that spiritual strength in your life, Cancer, where you will understand how well protected you have been in your life as well. Right? Now, the outcome, guys, is the Three of Cups and the Star in the reverse. Okay, so the Three of Cups is a part of the outcome, talks about friendship, community, happiness, right? Talks about people, again, friends and colleagues. That you will bring back a lot of people in your life once again, Cancer, and that's where you're going towards. That's where you're moving towards because somewhere, guys, you have been feeling very low with the Star in the reverse, right? Where you have seen how low you have been feeling, where you had lost track of your faith, purpose, and hope in your life, right? Where you have been feeling very, very discouraged and insecure about your own happiness with people in general as well. So that's your outcome. That if you work yourself in the right way, not only will you be able to bring back your security and your encouragement, but you will also be able to bring back that friendship and community once again back into your life to have a lot of fun once again. That will, kind of push you back into your life again. Please talk to me about the Three of Cups. Yeah, so you could have been feeling that outcome may not be so good. You could have been very discouraged about the situation. But here they are telling you that you do have the collective. You do have people around you, people who can make you happy, people who can bring you back your joy, your friends, your neighbors, your colleagues, your family, anybody who will, or even your community, right? Acts forces working against you. Okay, so there could be a part of that community who could be working against you, but there also could be a part of the community who can bring back your life in the right way because this force who had been working against you had brought you down. Please talk to me about the Star in the reverse. So that is the story here, guys. Hold on, let me. So they are telling you you have to pick yourself up back from all the learning lessons because you might have gone through that force against you where people have worked against you in your life, but it is okay. It is okay. There are still a lot of people who can bring back your happiness in your life. Broken ring, parting ways in either romance or business. Yeah, the Star in the reverse, right? When you have been feeling very low about some situation of reconciliation in your life where other people or other forces have been working against you. But what it is, guys, that you will be parting ways from either an unfinished romance in your life or an unfinished business in your life that you don't need in your life anymore as a part of your outcome. Because a lot of spiritual part of the story is becoming your strength in your life. So you now know going forward, Cancer, that whoever those people are in your life, who are not your real community, who are not your real people, you will not work with them because they will be working against you. So you have to travel. You have to travel forward in order to meet the right group of people in your life and take some spiritual guidance in your life to understand what it is that you now need to do because those are the people in the outcome. Those are the people in the outcome who will not be there with you anymore, whoever has troubled you, whoever has brought you down, whoever has given you a hard time, in either romance or business or any kind of situation, whoever has brought you down in your life will be cut off, will no longer be there, and you will be given that opportunity to bring back a new people, a new tribe, to bring back a new community in your life, to bring back new people, new happiness into your life. Because you will be, as a part of your outcome, guys, you will be deleting off the old crowd. You will be deleting off people who you don't like anymore and who you know have been working against your happiness, against your wish, who have been working against you basically, okay, or who had promised you something and have not delivered the promise over here. So that part of the situation will end, right? Whoever that is, you will cut them off. You will leave them away and you will move forward towards your prospective future, towards, because you are course correcting a lot of situation in your life to move yourself out of the old situation into something brand new for yourself, Cancer. Okay, so enjoy this reading, guys. Until we see you once again. Till then, goodbye, God bless, Khuda Hafiz, Namaste.